Electricity presents significant hazards, especially in close proximity to water. Electrical accidents, such as electrocution, are often preventable through adherence to safety protocols and a thorough understanding of electrical risks. Let's look at some critical concepts. Firstly, insulation is paramount. Electrical wires and equipment are coated with insulating materials designed to prevent the flow of electricity to unintended paths. Damage to this insulation, whether through wear and tear, environmental factors, or physical compromise, creates a potential shock hazard. Regular inspection of electrical cords and equipment is necessary to identify and replace damaged insulation. Secondly, grounding provides a safe pathway for electrical current in the event of a fault. Grounding systems are designed to divert stray voltage to the earth, thereby reducing the risk of electric shock. A properly grounded electrical system is essential for safety. Thirdly, ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, are life-saving devices that monitor the flow of current in a circuit. If a GFCI detects an imbalance, indicating that current is leaking to ground, it quickly trips the circuit, cutting off the power and preventing a potentially fatal shock. GFCIs are particularly important in areas where water is present, such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor locations. The NEC National Electrical Code mandates the use of GFCIs in these areas to enhance safety. Let's talk about electrical safety practices near water. Never use electrical appliances or devices near water unless they are specifically designed for that purpose and are properly grounded or double insulated. Keep electrical cords and devices away from water sources. Avoid using extension cords in wet or damp locations. If you must use an extension cord, use a heavy-duty outdoor rated cord and keep it off the ground and away from water. Always turn off and unplug electrical devices before cleaning or servicing them. Never touch electrical appliances or devices with wet hands or while standing in water. If an electrical appliance or device falls into water, do not attempt to retrieve it while it is plugged in. Firstly, turn off the power at the circuit breaker or fuse box before attempting to remove the appliance from the water. Secondly, have a qualified electrician inspect any electrical equipment that has been submerged in water before using it again. Here's some discussion about microphone safety. When using microphones or other audio equipment, ensure that all components are properly grounded. Use balanced audio cables to reduce the risk of electrical noise and interference. Never use damaged or frayed audio cables. Keep audio equipment away from water sources. If using a microphone outdoors, protect it from rain and moisture. It is important to understand the dangers of electricity. Electricity can cause severe burns, muscle contractions, cardiac arrest, and even death. The severity of an electrical shock depends on several factors, including the voltage, the amount of current flowing through the body, the path of the current, and the duration of the exposure. Even a small amount of electricity can be dangerous, especially if it passes through the heart or brain. Consider lockout-tagout procedures. Lockout-tagout, or LOTO, procedures are essential for preventing electrical accidents during maintenance or repair work. LOTO involves disconnecting the power supply to electrical equipment and securing it with a lock and tag to prevent accidental energization. Only authorized personnel should be allowed to perform LOTO procedures. Here are some steps you can take to enhance electrical safety. Have your home's electrical system inspected regularly by a qualified electrician. Install GFCIs in areas where water is present. Use surge protectors to protect your electronic devices from power surges. Teach children about electrical safety. Never overload electrical outlets or circuits. Replace worn or damaged electrical cords and equipment. Use the correct type of light bulbs for your fixtures. Keep flammable materials away from electrical equipment. Be aware of the location of overhead power lines and avoid contact with them. Firstly, call your local utility company if you see damp power lines. Secondly, never attempt to repair electrical equipment yourself unless you are qualified to do so. Thirdly, if you are unsure about any aspect of electrical safety, consult with a qualified electrician. Regarding electrical codes and standards, the National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a comprehensive set of standards for electrical installations in the United States. The NEC is updated every 3 years and provides detailed requirements for wiring, grounding, overcurrent protection, and other aspects of electrical safety. Compliance with the NEC is essential for ensuring the safety of electrical installations. In addition to the NEC, there are other electrical safety standards and regulations that may apply in your area. Check with your local building department or electrical inspector for more information. Proper training and qualifications are important. Only qualified electricians should perform electrical work. Electrical work requires specialized knowledge, skills, and experience. Attempting to perform electrical work without proper training can be dangerous and may violate local codes and regulations. If you are considering hiring an electrician, check their credentials and experience. Ask for references and make sure they are licensed and insured. Grounding systems are designed to provide a low impedance path for fault current to return to the source. This helps to trip over current protection devices such as circuit breakers or fuses quickly and safely. Grounding systems typically consist of a grounding electrode, such as a ground rod or ground plate, connected to the electrical system through a grounding conductor. The grounding conductor is typically a green or bare copper wire. The NEC specifies the requirements for grounding systems in detail. Bonding is the process of connecting metal parts of an electrical system together to create a continuous electrical path. This helps to reduce the risk of electric shock by ensuring that all metal parts are at the same potential. Bonding is typically accomplished using bonding jumpers, which are short lengths of wire that connect metal parts together. The NEC specifies the requirements for bonding in detail. Overcurrent protection devices, such as circuit breakers and fuses, are designed to protect electrical circuits from overloads and short circuits. Overloads occur when a circuit is carrying more current than it is designed to handle. Short circuits occur when there is a direct connection between two conductors in a circuit. Overcurrent protection devices trip or blow when the current exceeds a certain level, interrupting the flow of electricity and preventing damage to the circuit. The NEC specifies the requirements for overcurrent protection devices in detail. Arc flash is a dangerous electrical phenomenon that can occur when there is a fault in an electrical system. An arc flash is a sudden release of electrical energy that can produce intense heat, light, and pressure. Arc flashes can cause severe burns, blindness, and even death. Arc flash hazards can be mitigated by using appropriate personal protective equipment, such as arc-rated clothing and face shields. Arc flash studies can be performed to determine the potential arc flash hazards in a particular electrical system. Electrical safety audits are a valuable tool for identifying and correcting electrical hazards in the workplace. An electrical safety audit involves a thorough inspection of the electrical system, equipment, and procedures to identify potential hazards. The audit should be performed by a qualified electrical safety professional. The audit report should include recommendations for correcting any identified hazards. Regular electrical safety audits can help to prevent electrical accidents and injuries. Electrical safety training is essential for all employees who work with or around electricity. Electrical safety training should cover topics such as electrical hazards, safe work practices, lockout-tagout procedures, and the use of personal protective equipment. Training should be provided by a qualified electrical safety professional. Regular refresher training is necessary to keep employees up to date on the latest electrical safety practices. Some examples of electrical hazards include damaged insulation, frayed cords, overloaded circuits, wet locations, and improper grounding. It is important to be aware of these hazards and take steps to avoid them. Safe work practices include using appropriate personal protective equipment, following lockout-tagout procedures, keeping work areas clean and dry, and avoiding contact with energized electrical equipment. If you are unsure about any aspect of electrical safety, consult with a qualified electrician or electrical safety professional. Electrical codes and standards are constantly evolving to reflect new technologies and best practices. It is important to stay up to date on the latest codes and standards to ensure that your electrical system is safe and compliant. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is the most widely used electrical code in the United States. The NEC is updated every 3 years and provides detailed requirements for electrical installations. Compliance with the NEC is essential for ensuring the safety of electrical installations. In addition to the NEC, there are other electrical safety standards and regulations that may apply in your area. Check with your local building department or electrical inspector for more information. Let's discuss the importance of qualified electricians. Electrical work should only be performed by qualified electricians who have the necessary training, experience, and licenses. Attempting to perform electrical work without proper qualifications can be dangerous and may violate local codes and regulations. A qualified electrician can ensure that your electrical system is installed and maintained safely and properly. When hiring an electrician, be sure to check their credentials and references. Ask for proof of insurance and licensing. Get a written estimate before work begins. Don't be afraid to ask questions about the electrician's qualifications and experience. Electrical safety is a shared responsibility. Everyone has a role to play in preventing electrical accidents and injuries. By following safe work practices, being aware of electrical hazards, and consulting with qualified professionals, we can all help to create a safer environment. Remember that electricity is a powerful and potentially dangerous force. Treat it with respect and always take precautions to protect yourself and others from electrical hazards. If you see something that looks unsafe, report it to the appropriate authorities. By working together, we can prevent electrical accidents and save lives. Always remember to turn off power at the breaker first before doing anything else in a scenario where someone has become electrocuted. Call emergency services as soon as possible. Do not attempt to touch the person until the power is off. Use a non-conductive object, such as a wooden broom handle, to try and separate the person from the electrical source. Being proactive and understanding the dangers of electricity is critical to preventing tragedies.